where we teach you the elements of criminal law. I'd like to thank you, my audience, those who are teenagers in America, ages 13 to 17. Yes, again, I'll say what a wonderful time in your life. You made it this far. You didn't get hit by a car, okay? You weren't involved in an accident with a parent or a friend, okay? You didn't get bit, you know, and whatever else, didn't get sick, all right? So, you're doing pretty good. And hopefully that's for the rest of your life. You didn't take on issues that were so challenging, adult issues, that can get you all worked up and upset. And maybe, like today's topic, commit suicide. All right? Now, you may say, well, she's going to talk about suicide. I didn't know that was a crime. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right? Don't try to go ahead of me. All right? You're going to be very surprised. All right? Just listen and learn. Now, we're going to speak about suicide because suicide can also be a crime, especially if you fake it. Faking your death. Now you go, oh, whoo, I'm so tired of hearing about teen suicide. Yeah, but that's a real topic. Believe me, that is a serious topic. A very serious topic. Okay? So, yes, it has elements. All right? There's 3 elements. What did I teach you so far about elements? How many elements does it take before a person in law enforcement arrests you? Okay? Take you before a magistrate. All right? Notify your parents. All right? So you say, well, what's the first thing they're going to do? Well, the officer has to hear the elements. What's going on? 1, 2, they can't do anything. 1, nope. But they're going to stand there and they're going to look very quietly. And they're going to watch out and see if you hit that third one. Bam! Jackpot! Like hitting the lottery. Okay? Like pulling on a slot machine. That's our job. We have to catch people in the act. Other people know the law, but they don't know everything we know. That's why they dial 911. We think there is a crime being committed. We know a crime has been committed. Some people are very good at this stuff. But everyone needs to be good at identifying when a crime actually is being committed, unfolding, has been committed. Okay? That's why everybody needs to learn the law. So we can stop calling 911 and don't know what we're talking about. 911 is not a place where you can feel good. You know, pick up the phone and you connect with them. A place, a spiritual place where you feel comfortable. No. 911 is for emergencies. It has to be crime related. All right? So we're going to learn, and I'm going to teach you how to understand things as they unfold. Is it fake? Is it real? All right? So when you pick up that phone, 911, hello, what is your emergency? There is a crime unfolding in front of me right now, or down the street, or at school. And these elements, they've committed. And I know they're going to be on the third one. How do you know that? You better get here quickly. Send the police, please. Okay, now, some things happen in the home. Some things happen outside the home, like right outside the door. Some things happen on the way in a car, on the way somewhere. Some things happen in enclosed areas, over friends' houses, anywhere. Crime happens everywhere. And you need to know how to identify it. Not speculate. Not guess. Be good, because all you're doing is getting older. Don't you want to be good at it? Or you don't want to look like a fool. Nobody want to look like a fool and say, oh, I made a mistake. And the other person goes, I'm going to sue you. All right? And they can. And they can. It's a disruption when people make mistakes. Some people have gone to prison because people are so embarrassed that they have to keep that imagination going, keep that lie going. They can't admit to their mistake or an error in judgment or an error in actuality what happened. Okay? In actuality, what did happen? Some people just can't go there and they go, oh my goodness, I hate to do it, but I'd be so embarrassed if I tell. So tell them what, ma'am? Tell them the truth that really wasn't the person. They go all the way till they get in court and still try to testify to something that was not true. All right? So that's why it pays. It pays to know the law. Get it? You guys get this thing? I hope you do. It pays. It's wonderful. The effort that you put into learning the elements of criminal law, especially these 100. And let me put faking your suicide on top of that. The most repeatedly broken laws in the United States. People break these laws over and over and over and over and over again. I'm not going to overstate that. It's real. With 7 million people right now, 2015, being caught up in the system, and think about how many have already been in the system that have died and gone on. Wow, long before you were born. So we have to stop. You got to say, this is a mess. And you, every one of you teens, can do what? Make a difference. Make a difference. I'm trying to. If you try, and the other person try, get your friends trying, we could do this. It's not impossible. If human beings, long before you, with poor judgment, okay, bad attitudes, crazy thoughts, revengeful spirits, with hatred, if they did this, you got to say to yourself, I'm not going to be a part of that madness. I know how to solve a problem. And I don't have to do it. And I don't have to suffer the consequences. See, this stack is because somebody made a mistake. And our leader said that it's going to stop. And how are we going to stop it? With punishment. And we're going to take your money that you've earned. And then we're going to take the freedom that our country, our forefathers said that you could have. See? And then now, it done got so, you guys are being born. You guys are getting older. And now you got to sit up under that heavy hand of the law. But you don't have to do it. Now, I understand if people make mistakes. I mean, mistakes because of mental illness. But if you're not mentally ill, you're not taking some medication, okay? You're not under a doctor's care. You are subject to be arrested if you do something. Because people don't make mistakes. They plan. What did I teach you about planning, guys? And plotting. Plotting with your friends. Planning things by yourself. So you got to understand. There's something attached to that. And if you want to cross that line, and if you like to hurt people, or you think that's the remedy, you're going to suffer the consequences. You can't hide people that are dead. It's too hard. It's too hard for a teenager. They don't even attempt to do it. They don't even say, challenge me on that. Don't do it. Okay? You make a mistake, guess what? We're going to find it out. And there's you against thousands of officers. You against forensics. You or somebody else. They're going to find that out. Okay? No matter what it is. We're going to go over each time. And if I forget, please pardon me. We're going to go over each time in minutes, hours, and days. Not just years that judges will give you. If you so-called make this mistake. Don't make a mistake. You ever hear that? There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything is planned. Everything is plotted. Now, your plan might not work. And what you plotted may come around to bite you. So, that's what police officers know. I kind of knew that. Did you know that? Okay, so remember we have flashcards, all right? And we have puzzles, and we have interactive um, lessons. Miss Liz Simon, who is a what? A certified school teacher. All right. So we have those things. Everything's available. Additional reading, more videos. This is go on and on and on. Like I said, I'm gonna keep showing you this stack. This stack could be chopped in half. All right. CopTube America is gonna help teens out. Scholarships. Give you other things. Citizens Awards. Those who say, I'm going to do this thing. Okay? Now, we have all these things that can help you and your friends and family and everybody else. We're going to make it fair. No more saying, oh, the police are police. Oh, the police are this, the police are that. No, we're not. We just see crime doing what? Unfolding. And how? We see one act, then two act, and then we come up. 3, arrest them. That's what goes on in our mind. We learn these things in the police academy. And I'm teaching you these things so you don't have hatred and build up hostility. How did that officer know that? That officer is wrong. You're going to come find out a whole lot of things. All right, now this is not TV. Okay? And what can happen? You can be put away. You're going to be crying. Some days, not every day, but maybe around holidays. You can't see your family. All right? So I don't want to keep beating you over the brow because everybody knows that room is small. Nothing goes on the walls. You just hut to it, hut to it, hut to it. You wake up when they say wake up, lights out, lights out. Somebody beat you up, they're like, hey, because you have no business being in there. All right? We can't make guards do their jobs. They do their jobs. Some of them may turn their backs on you. And you ended up with busted teeth all out. What your parents going to do? They can't run and protect you. They can say, hey, that person you fought can say, hey, he started it. She started it. Ooh. Their word against yours. Now what? Because you have no business being in there. So let's make sure we don't go in there. All right? Now we're going to be on lesson number 4 today. Stay in order, please do. We start 1, plotting. 2, planning. 3, accessory. 4, we're going to talk about suicide as a crime. Okay? Now, you may be young, and I haven't heard too many break this law. But please don't. Don't even break it in your adult years. But there could be an uncle, or an aunt, or neighbor, okay? And you could see this stuff unfolding. You can see, oh, wow, they're actually committing a crime. Oh my goodness. It's like seeing a house on fire. You see the person, right? The element, they do an act, they strike a match, and light something, okay? And then that thing catches on fire. All right, that's 2. And 3, the whole house takes ablaze. And 4, they run. They try to escape. You see all that stuff? You see it unfolding like, wow. That's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do. Be as good as police officers. And you have these videos for 1 year. And you have some short tests. That's all. So you can get your certificate. You got to earn everything. Like, most people don't give you things. They nobody give me nothing. They don't give me nothing either. And cops don't get paid that much. But if you want to be a cop, you can be one. You can be smart as one. All right, if you keep on. So you got your books, CopTube America handbooks. You keep with you for the rest of your life. Because until we get this thing down, watch this. See that stack? Till we get it like that. You see the stack anymore? Where we don't have a stack. Because everybody is trying. Okay? You'll need your book. Somebody could accuse you of something. You're going to need your book. You're going to put some of that stuff in your head. All right. Now, do you feel like somebody's picking on you or the cops will come and get you? No, even if it's a bad cop. You know what you know. And you're going to make sure that cop won't know. You're going to have that Cop to America bumper sticker. Yeah, we got bumper stickers, keychains, and everything. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I can't do that to that kid. Why not? Because he'll be scared of you. She'll be afraid of you. To lie. To accuse you of something that you did not do. And you have a right to say, just a moment, please. And bring out your book. Here. Just show them the page. Oh, I'm going to tell your supervisor. So I talked to cops as well. Okay? I was promoted to internal affairs. So I talk to police officers and make sure they're doing their job. Okay? So everybody, I don't just get on them, I get on everybody. I love people. Alright? You have to understand that. We have hearts. That's why I joined the police department. I joined the police force. I love people. I love helping people. Yes, I want to be a school teacher myself. However, come on, Burnett. We need you. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Wonderful woman named Brenda Hinton. Okay, she recruited me. Okay, so let's move on into the lesson today. And the lesson today is going to be on suicide as a crime. All right, now, the elements making up the crime of suicide. 1, suicide as being the desire to die. 2, a conscious and direct role in bringing about one's own death. And number 3, the third element, the fact that the death results due to the deceased action, your own action, by your own hands. Okay, now, that's true suicide. We understand that. Every death will be investigated. All right? Did you hear me? Every death. I don't care how old you are. Whether we have to find out if it's by your hands or someone else or a third party, like a friend of a friend who did it or a relative who did it. Everybody gonna see these videos. So I want everybody to be on guard. Don't you mess with nobody. Don't you hurt yourself. Don't you allow nobody to talk you in to hurting yourself. You are loved. You got the breath of life in your lungs, and you're allowed to be here just like they are. Nobody has a right to get rid of anybody here on this earth. Nobody asked to be here, and all who are here have a right to be here. Bam! Y'all like when I do that? Bam! And that's right. You don't have to yell and scream. Nobody has a right to take it, because nobody knows how this earth began, and nobody knows when it's going to end. Okay? And nobody asked to be here. You are here. Everybody calm down. That's all you got to say. When people start wondering, hey, I didn't hit you. Don't you hit me. I have a right to be here. You have a right to be here. Did you ask to be here? No. Did I ask to be here? No. We can at least try to be friends. Okay? That's how you handle things. And ask them, do you understand? Would you agree? Okay, now that's how you handle things. You gotta learn how to handle some things. Stay calm. When everybody getting all upset, you just stay calm like a little police officer. Hey. Just like a judge. Hey. Like a peacemaker. Hey. I ain't trying to be nobody's enemy. That's all you got to say, okay? All right, and trouble just tends to go away. But is there a penalty for such an act as suicide? Taking one's own life. Self-murder. No. So there's nothing to punish somebody for. They're not going to be here. Apparently. Okay, now, the penalty and the damages that occur in the cure, because court still has to be held. Yes, it does. There's a special court for this. They're going to only charge you $1, plus cost of court. All right, now, a conspiracy charge can be added to most crimes which increases or may double your sentence. Now you say, well, I'm a little confused. No, you're not. I read to you what suicide is. All right? Now, somebody got to pay for the body to be removed. Somebody has to pay for everything that goes through the court system. Nobody gets anything for free. It costs money to be born. It costs money to die. Somebody's going to have to pay that bill. So, sorry. Yes. But it's business. I didn't create that. You didn't create that. You're not responsible for anything right now but your homework and keeping your room clean. Don't make life so difficult on yourself. Don't let nobody else do that. Don't keep nobody's secrets who's into an activity like this. All right? Because they'll make you cry. They'll make you think about them the rest of their life. And I don't want that for you. Oh, it's too heavy of a burden. Oh, yeah. We deal with regular death. We don't need no extra stuff. Okay? You understand that. And if you're feeling bad and you think about this stuff, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so everybody got to, I'm going to keep it simple. Everybody got to clean up behind you. Now, you say, well, Officer Burnett, have you thought about that? It crosses people's mind. But I never entertained it. Okay? No. You hear somebody doing it, oh, I wonder if I would do it. That's what a teenager does. No. There's too much life to live. Okay? Now you understand. Everybody gonna calm down because everybody know the law. And retired Officer Burnett, Officer Burnett, Lisa, whatever you want to call me. I said, but call me Officer Burnett. Listen, it's gonna get better. The bullies are gonna stop because you know, and other people know what's going on, and everybody come to everybody's defense. See? Everybody. Because the officer's going to know that you know the law, and all these witnesses are going to be here to help you. And they're going to be able to help themselves. That's what this is all about. They're not going to say you guys are dumb anymore. All right now, my American teens, 13 to 17. So, suicide. Let's get right to it. You can't fake your own death. Now, I told you what a real suicide is. But let me tell you, there are people who did that. They faked their own death. And you cannot do that in America. All right? That's lying. There's other laws that surround this thing. All right? That's deception, and you cannot be about these things. No way, Jose. No, 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 no. Because we have to chase everything and we have to report everything. Okay? That's a lot of paperwork. And that upsets a lot of people because it's not real. It's not real. Suicide is something that pulls and tugs on American hearts because we love each other. We're so passionate about each other. Okay? So, when somebody fakes it, they want undivided attention. We got something for them. Okay? You got a friend talking about that. I should fake my own death and really run away. Don't do it. And don't do it with them. Because remember, accessory. All right? You can't do it because insurance money is involved. People got to be buried. And we burying somebody. Wait a minute. This person's dead. They use somebody else's identification. They really over in California. All right? That cannot happen. All right? So, there's death certificates that need to be written up. Vital statistics need to be in contact. There's Social Security. Look at all this stuff has to be done. My brother's an undertaker. Oh, yeah. Somebody might say, well, cremate him real fast. No, no. You see all this stuff? It's meanness. Some people do it so they can get inheritance. I'll fake my death. And somebody, guess what? There's an accessory. Has to be an accessory to it. Has to be a beneficiary to the madness. What's going on? Those are con games. Can't do it. So if you hear somebody doing it, report it. If you hear somebody get ready planning, when I teach about planning and plotting, you can overhear somebody in their room planning it. You can overhear somebody plotting it. It takes two or more to plot. Understand these different crimes. How many does it take? All right, if you can understand that, you all right. Okay, so these are big old 800-pound gorillas. There's not much to say. You know, you can't fake anything. Can you fake breaking these laws? No. You got to do it for real. or prisons and jails fake. Wait a minute. Guns fake? Nope. Pull that trigger here. You'll be sitting somewhere. Tell your friends don't do that. Stop it. Tell them you feel offended. Oh my goodness, I feel offended if you break the law. Why? Because then I can't trust you anymore. That is what it's about. People who break the law cannot be trusted. And once you lose the trust that people have gained and freely given to you, they can't turn their back because you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. I can do it if I want to. If I ain't hurting nobody but myself. Because here's the mere fact that nobody was told. Everybody got to know. Or it's held in secret. Nobody's allowed to hold secrets. And if you hold secrets, can you be trusted? No. I wonder how long you done held that secret. No. This whole thing, when it comes to police officers, they can't stand it because they got the dig. Nobody's telling. Nobody's talking. Would you don't tell them I'm going to plan my death, but I'm going to get the insurance money, me and my cousin. Okay? And we need you to help us out. Would you do that? Yeah. And then they go get somebody. They might dig somebody up out of the ground. Freshly buried. That's why you're not allowed to go in cemeteries. No, you have to be accompanied. All right, they watch. They got cameras up in cemetery, folks digging up folks. And then they say, well, maybe I'll just fake my death in a fire. Well, maybe I'll fake my child's death and set the house on fire. Can't do that. And then bury that person. But my child, it really wasn't my child. Really, it was their friend. And I'll say that their friend ran away. It gets real maddening and it gets confusing. Yes, it does. So how do you get in that madness? We are good at solving puzzles, so we're good at solving crimes. That's all we do. We are masters. And what we can do and what we can solve, guess what? We're going to get the next officer to do it. Bring in the best. Get the FBI. There's some local officers that can do it as well. So you got a decision to make. If this is what you want to do, break the law and try these things, don't you try them. I'm counting on you. Other officers, now we're teaching CopTube America, just like the DARE program, just like McGruff, okay? This is another program, and you earn a certificate, and we're with you for life. Police officers will always be here to help. All right? Don't get it twisted like they say, Don't get it twisted. You better not. All right now. They're just trying to help because I know something to do. Ooh, you got these girls at school act like mothers, don't they? They keep up with you now. The coach can go get them down the hall. Okay? So, but keeping it light. That's what you need to do. Don't get so deep. My mother needs money. Okay, I overheard her talking to my stepfather about maybe getting rid of one of the children. But let's just send them over to California, over Nebraska, over in Oklahoma, and then turn around and just let's fake their death because I really don't want to kill my child. But there's this runaway kid or this kid that keeps hanging here at the house, and they even get rid of that kid to make sure they got a little extra money. It's all kind of scams, all kind of games. People are not really clued into everything that can be done when it comes to faking a death, faking a suicide. All right? Know No, 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 no. You can't know them all. You can't know them all. Okay? But what, trust me, what is known and what is new to police officers, we're going to find. Because it's not, nobody's missing here on this earth. Nobody's missing here on this earth. Not one. All right? Understand? Not one. Everybody got a grave. Everybody, trust me, we're going to find out. There's so many nosy people in America. You can't get away with anything. No, you can't. No, you can't. All right? So you got to take our what our leaders have done, and they secured a place in our heart. And then yes, these laws were fastened, and they have a date when they began. Okay, and there are stories behind this as to why they had to be written. It hurt someone. Maybe if someone was doing something that offended someone, and we keep the peace. We keep the peace, okay? So, let's wrap it up and take the test, okay? Remember, suicide is just not exactly all the time what you think. It could be a murder. It didn't have to be a suicide. It could actually be a suicide. And then again, it could be a cover-up. A pretend death. Like getting in a car, zoom, off the bridge, and they can't find their body. Hey! And then next thing you know, what happens? There go the money. Cousin get the money. Mom get the money. What? Get in the airplane. Boom, crash. They're going to look for that person. They're going to look for the kids. They're going to look for everybody because insurance. Insurance money, everything is coming out of folk pocket. Donations on the internet. And they really ain't dead. All right now. We looking for bodies. We ain't gonna let the coyotes get you. You try to fake that death, we coming at you. It doesn't make a difference. You in Alaska, over there in China, over there in Texas, I do not care. We looking for you. And we hope when we find you, you're alive. Bang! We want you to be alive, okay? All right, so understand that. Fake that death here. Go somewhere and read a good book. Now, suicide's real, and it's a tearjerker. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about faking a death and making it look like a suicide. Oh, she was so downtrodden, depressed. Yeah, she took an overdose, and then she went on a boat ride. Bull, duh. We looking for that body. Just like they keep looking for that airplane. Every airplane come out of the sky, we looking for it. We'll go to the ends of the earth. Oh, we got teams. We got diving teams. We gonna find you. We got wonderful people jumping out of airplanes. I ain't gonna jump out of no airplane, but I got a wonderful friend, Spivey. Oh, she'll jump out of an airplane and try to find you in a heartbeat. Oh, she coming. U.S. military. Oh, yes, sir. Don't put me in the plane. I'll go with a parachute. We don't want to do all that. Costs money. You're gonna pay back every time. When they come looking for you, you're gonna pay back. The government, the judges, faking it death, pay it back. I don't want to pay all that money back. And get back the money that was donated over the internet, and pastors and ministers and everybody cried. And here you go, walking back in. Here we got her. There she go. Handcuffed. I thought she was really dead. No, to stand before a judge. We bring you in soaking wet. Don't do it. Don't. If you see somebody trying to do something silly, that's so silly. That's why I'm like, what in the world people think of next? Just go to work. Get an old job. Go to college. Okay, let's take the test. I think you guys will do well. All right? I've taken up your time on this unnecessary topic. Okay? See the things that we got to cover? Give you a clue to what's headed. Give you a clue what's going on in the adult world. And in some homes. People coming up trying to be masterminds and great thinkers. Don't do that. Handle your books, okay? My teens, I love you. Okay? Peace. And understand, take the test, you're gonna do good. I keep saying take the test, but I mean it. Don't you mess with me. Okay. All right now. America's a wonderful place. All right? Love it. Slow down. Slow down, okay? All right. Take care. All right, bye. All right, be good. You can do it. Yes, you can.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down. The weight of what I say depends on how you feel. But I don't wanna bring